Good morning, Jetta. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great, doing great. Jetta Alberts from LPT Realty out of the San Antonio, Texas area. And you know what? We're so excited for you. You've just recently passed your state test for becoming a loan officer.
Yes.
And we want to hear about that. There's a lot of people that are thinking about doing what you have done.
Hmm.
And it's just the start of the journey, but you've accomplished the hardest part, and that's
Yeah.
that crazy state test. So let's talk a little bit about that. What did you do to put yourself in the best position to pass your test?
I would say the way I study, as in compartmentalizing. I feel like the course, not to say it was everywhere, because it definitely followed, like, oh, if we're talking about one section, it definitely did that before moving to the other, but it also didn't really feel that way. So I think after I finished the education portion, I just compartmentalized everything. I went back through. I, for example, if I was focusing on RESPA, I did a notebook in my iPad and it was just straight RESPA. And I went through and did notes and then looked at supplementary videos to go with that.
Wow. So you had a plan. You had a strategy.
Yeah, yeah. Because once I figured out the course didn't kind of go along with how I study, I just had to go back through and just organize it the way I would study.
Yeah, that's great. And I should back up a few steps. Um, why would you ever want to become a loan officer and become a trusted loan advisor? Like what sent you down that path?
Oh, I guess because I'm in real estate and learning that I could do both at the same time and it goes hand in hand. And I've also worked with some like crappy MLOs who have like held up the process. So if it's something that can be done all in-house from start to finish, and I know how I am as a realtor, I know how I would be as an MLO, it just make the process much more seamless. And then
Yes.
for customers, they don't have to worry about working with A, B, C, and D. Like it kind of keeps their pool small. I remember when I went through it, I couldn't even tell you who my loan officer and my processor and the underwriter were. So,
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. So it's like one-stop shop, isn't it?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
need anything, Jetta. You need
Yes.
anything, Jetta. You need a plumber. You need an electrician. You need an
Yeah.
LO. You need a realtor. Boop, Jetta.
Yeah. Hmm. Exactly.
Well, how smart. And we talked about this with Carrie. I know one of your mentors there, great guy, Carrie Alexander. Um, and when you're in an open house, maybe I could ask you this. What benefit do you see now becoming a licensed LO and you're having an open house and you have people coming through, having that two-hatted, being a realtor and LO, what advantages do you see with that?
I think it's a huge advantage in that people go through open houses all the time with a pre-approval and without a pre-approval. Some are like, well, I'm ready to get in the market, but I don't even know where to start. So a lot of people start with open houses. So once you start having those conversations, you'll learn like a lot of people aren't pre-approved. And I say, well, hey, like got a couple minutes, I could probably get you pre-approved and see if you qualify for this house that you're looking at. And if you don't, another tip I learned as a realtor, hey, I see about 10 other houses in this area. Would you like to go see it after the open house? Like making yourself available to go see those. But before we go see those 10, let's get you pre-approved first. Yeah.
That's
So
so good. So good. And that is one of the number one things that I hear from my realtor partners when they're at an open house. The house is great. Okay, or maybe it's not so great. But when a realtor usually asks them, "Hey, have you gotten pre-approved?" that either they'll say yes or no. But
mhm.
some of the questions that follow is, "Well, what's the interest rates today?
Yeah.
What's my monthly payment going to be?"
Yeah.
What a beautiful way to be able to help them and add more value to their experience now without having to say, you know what, let me connect you with my lender and hope that they will respond to them because you built the trust. And now you're outsourcing that trust to a new person coming into their circle. And sometimes it takes them a while, right? But you
Yes.
get them right on the spot.
Yeah.
Wow. You're positioned
Yeah.
miles ahead of other realtors that way. And that's
Yeah.
great. And let me ask you this. What about when it comes to being able to educate a new buyer? Let's say it's a first time home buyer. What advantages now do you see from transitioning and adding a new hat or a new tool to your
Yeah.
tool belt?
I think it allows me to be able to talk about all facets of the transaction, not just from a realtor perspective, where I can be
Hmm.
like, hey, this is how we, do. I'll write an offer for you. We'll view houses. I'll negotiate once we are under contract. Whereas some clients may have questions from the onset, like, well, what does my credit score need to be? I don't think I'm at the credit score yet. Well, what's the interest rate? And that way, like, I don't have to be like, well, hold on, let me get you to somebody else who can answer
That's
those
right.
questions because I'm not, allowed to. So it's going to help in that facet. Like we can have those straight conversations from beginning to end and not lose valuable time, especially if they found a house that they really, really want. And
Yeah,
like I can be in a market where you only get a day or two to make a decision
that's
before,
it.
the house is coming to the market. So
Yeah, that is so true. And Jetta, I heard a phrase the other day: speed solves everything. Time kills deals. And I
yes.
thought about them like,
Yeah.
time kills deals. But that's true. The longer there's more time in there, it gives a
Yeah.
potential buyer, either they'll lose interest or they'll find
Hmm.
somebody else that gets in front of their face. And if they're ready to act, they're ready to help them, it's
Yeah.
done. It's over. We've lost them. So
Yeah.
speed solves everything. And now what you've done is you've put yourself in a position to ramp up your speed to provide better
Mhm.
service. And that is an
Yes.
incredible, I can see on your face, you're beaming.
Yeah.
You're so excited to
Yeah.
help more people this way. And you passed your test on the first time. What was your
Yep.
percentage?
80%.
80%. Oh my goodness. I think I barely passed it. I was like 76,
Yeah.
77 right there. And you need a 75, right?
Yeah.
And people are like, well, that's only a C plus. C plus. That C plus is not an easy test.
Yeah.
For those, some have taken it 4 times
Yeah. I
and
was about
they've
to say the
passed it finally.
pass rate is only 53%
Yeah,
on the first try. So I'll take my 80%.
you did the hardest part. And
Yeah.
now the the real life begins. You did the
Yeah.
book stuff. That's great. That's helpful. You'll most likely very, very rarely refer back to it. Now
Yeah.
it's time for, I know you're going through the sponsorship, and we're so excited to have you join I Finance Mortgage. Woohoo! We'll get you some swag too,
Yeah. Just the
and
swag.
your business cards. We'll get you your email address, and more importantly, we're going to put and pour into you time and training. We're
Yes.
going to show you things that are time tested, ways to draw business. Now, you have a leg up on a lot of other new loan officers that are coming into the business that have no real estate experience
Yes.
because you have that angle already. You have past clients, you have a marketing sense, you know what you're doing now. But we're going to show you some things from the loan officer side of things, how we communicate, how you um, have other realtors now, as you wear your LO hat with them, how can you attract their business? What can
Mhm.
you do to help those in your own office and in your own sphere? So I'm excited. I will personally work with you on that as I have with Carrie as well, and both of us will pour into you a little bit more now from the LO side. I've been working with him a few years now, and just a great guy, and he's a sponge for learning more stuff too. So, like we all
Yeah.
should be, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're super excited. Wave it. Um, well, great. Thank you for sharing. And maybe just a final few words from you. Would you encourage others, whether they're currently serving as realtors or they've never done this business before? Would you encourage others to get involved, go down the pathway of pursuing their LO license? And if so, why?
So yes, I would encourage, and my why would be why not? Why not?
Ooh,
It's something else to have in your back pocket. Like you never know when you're going to need it, if you're going to need it, especially if you're a realtor, you're going to need it. You're not going to need it, but it's good to have it because like I said, you can streamline the whole process and make it so much better. So why not get it?
oh, I like that.
Do
I
it.
like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
And it's
Well,
not as
uh
expensive. It costs less to get your MLO license than it does to get your realtor license.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
sure does. And now the beautiful thing too is the sky's the limit. You're licensed in Texas, but now let's say you want to expand that. You want to get licensed in Florida. You want to get licensed in another hot spot where people are moving to. Maybe it's Tennessee, Oregon's another hot spot, some in
Yeah.
Colorado. It's easy. In
Yeah.
most states, all you need to do is pay the licensing fee. And
Yep.
it could be $150, could be whatever. And now you can transact business there. So
Yeah.
that's a really good way to just continue to add more value to your
Yeah.
clients. Jetta, thank you so much for sharing um, your experience, your journey. We're excited
Thank
because
you.
you are embarking on something that is going to make you even more valuable, and you're also going to help a lot more families, whether they already come to you with a realtor and they just need the lending side,
Yeah.
or they're looking to refinance.
Yeah.
Those are wonderful things. And this is the best time now to become a loan officer,
Yeah.
because the next 2 to 3 years, we are going to be busier than we have ever thought.
Yeah. I'm
We are
ready.
in a we're in a purchase market and a refi market right now, and we're going to get even stronger in the refi market. So we need more qualified people like you. And thank you for sharing your experience. We really appreciate you, Jetta Alberts from LPT Realty, and coming at you from I Finance Mortgage. Now we're excited to have you as part of our team.
Thank you.
You're welcome.